Welcome back by a new video on my channel. Today I want to take a look at the Liver King. This is gonna be a pretty sad video. If you don't know who the Liver King is, well, he was pretty famous, I would say like a year ago, because he was like one of those jack dudes and he promoted like a diet, and his diet consisted out of eating livers. That's why he called the Liver King. I honestly think like any diet that goes into the extreme is not going to be pretty healthy. For example, like extreme vegans and only eating vegetables is probably not going to be healthy. The same with someone like the Liver King that's promoting a diet like he was promoting and only eating like raw meat and liver. That's not going to be healthy. I think the best diet is obviously a lot of different things: vegetables, fruits, meats, and not only having one, food choice. Instead, having multiple ones is probably going to be better for the long term, let's be honest here. But my man was so jacked that it was like insane that he was saying himself that he didn't take any steroids. Like any person could legit see that my man obviously was taking something. It's so obvious that even people that have never done anything or don't exercise could see that my man Liver King is taking something. But obviously he had a really young audience as well that really didn't know that that is not natural, and they thought if they would buy the products Liver King had and eat liver, they would be looking like the Liver King. And obviously they don't know you need to take some extra juice, if you know what I mean. And I found that pretty disturbing, because maybe there's some young guy that has like body issues and want to look like the Liver King. Who knows, because guys obviously struggle with body issues as well. That was why it is pretty disturbing that he was saying if you eat liver and you take supplements you're gonna look like me, which obviously is not going to be true. He just reminds me of like Rocky in Rocky 4. Like Stallone was so jacked and obviously he was on steroids. Like most people would obviously know that if you look at Stallone that is just unnatural, and that most people are never going to look that way without some extra juice. Same with like Schwarzenegger in his prime years. He even admitted that he took steroids. Like most people that are like actors and need to have like a role where they need to be jacked, or are bodybuilders, take something at least. And I just wish people would be honest about it and not lie about it. If like Liver King was honest about using steroids and he was saying, I take steroids, it is what it is, I don't think many people would honestly be angry at him. But he was lying about it, and he was saying that he was all natural, and obviously there's gonna be a small group that doesn't know anything and is gonna be like, yeah, he's natural, I'm just gonna eat liver and take supplements, I'm gonna look like my boy Liver King. Well, that's not going to be happening. So obviously all that steroid use is having a pretty big impact on his health. And I saw this newest video on my Twitter feed where you saw Liver King and what he's looking right now, and it's pretty disturbing. He looks like he's legit dying, and he has aged so much in like a really short time. Because I think when he was like famous and everyone was like talking about the Liver King was like a half year ago, maybe a year ago. It wasn't that much time, and this new video he just looks horrible. So let's take a look.
Primals, I'm following all the doctor's orders. I have not left bed. This is my day bed. I'm following all the orders. I'm definitely not working out. But here's the thing. There's always 126 ways to solve for any problem. When you think your back's against the wall, when you think you have no other options, there's always 126 ways to solve, to figure it out, to progress, to evolve. I like to say this one word, I do it a lot. It's called more.
I think we can all agree with each other that he does look pretty bad in this video. He looks like he's dying, and people that still hate the Liver King, I understand that what he's doing, like scamming his audience and lying, is a really big thing, but I don't think anyone deserves this. This is just horrible. I don't know the long-term effects steroids has on the body. I know like a lot of steroids influencers that take like steroids in their 20s and they get like a heart attack when they're 25. That does happen. And let's be real here, the average healthy 25-year-old dude, well, if he gets like a stroke or heart attack, that's pretty unusual. Like most people in the 20s don't get stuff like that, and it's obviously studied that when you take a lot of steroids, the chances of like heart attacks and strokes are much bigger, and it is obviously not good for you because you're really spiking your hormones. It's not a good thing at all. If you want to do that, at least, you know, do it with someone that knows what they're doing, and don't take it, you know, without knowing what you're doing. The best thing obviously should be that you don't take it at all and try to do it natural. But obviously steroids itself is not going to make you rip. You need to, you know, work out. Even people that take like a massive amounts of like a juice and steroids, they're not going to be ripped without working out. Let's be real here. Like Schwarzenegger didn't get ripped without working out. The same with Stallone. They still need to work their ass off. Obviously the steroids are like an extra boost, I would say. When I was making this video as well, I was thinking by myself, is there nobody in Liver King's friends group or like family that is going to tell him to just stop it and, you know, try to have a better life? Because I think he's definitely in danger. If you look at him, he does look really unwell. He looks like he's close to dying. I don't know all his medical conditions obviously, but steroids definitely can mess you up. So I hope you all guys learn from this and don't take any steroids. At least if you take it, you know, do your research and, you know, do what you need to do. Don't be like Liver King, don't end like my boy Liver King. And if he dies, I would definitely feel like a lot of people would still hate on him because of, you know, he scammed his audience. You know, I think people need to let go of that a little. He's obviously not well at the moment, and I wish him luck, honestly. This shows as well how unrealistic social media and influencers are with the body. You can say the same with like really skinny gym girls that don't have any fat on them and they have a really strict diet. Like that is taking a toll on their body as well. And you can just say the same now with my boy Liver King. All the steroids obviously taking a toll on his body, and I do think this definitely has to do with like body image issues. Maybe it's definitely pretty messed up, and you can see it like on both sides with like girls and guys. Obviously guys tend to use steroids more than girls, obviously, because they want to be big and strong, and girls want to most likely be the opposite and be small and, you know, don't have any fat around them. But both have obviously body issues, but in different ways, obviously. So we just need to learn to accept each other and don't, you know, push yourself too much. Obviously, if you want to be healthy, work out and have a great body, that's a good thing. Like that's a good thing, but don't use stuff like this because it can really mess you up. And I hope this actually shows some of you that are thinking about it that you probably should not take it, because it definitely can mess you up. Even if you like search like body influencer on YouTube, you can find many young dudes that legit passed away. They got like a stroke or a heart attack, so it's just not a good idea at all. So I just hope you know, get that from this video, that steroids not the best idea. Let's be real here, you can do much better. But if you enjoyed today's video, then press the like button. Will help the algorithm with promoting the video around. Subscribe of the channel if you want to get notified when your boy is uploading a new video, and I'll see you weirdos in the next one.